I watch a new film every other day, follow along for recommendations and reviews. Today, I watched the movie Queens Don't Crawl on Ebony Life on Plus. It's an Omoni Oboli film, and this one is very, very tricky, you guys. So it's tricky because when I was watching it for like the first portion of it, I was like, the number of criticisms that I had, the number of notes that were not positive, that I was like, wait. I even called my sister at some point. She called me and I was telling her, and I was like, this film, man, like giving all my criticisms. But the thing about the VDK Film Club is that everything that I watch for this club, I watch it from beginning to end. Like, I make it a point. The thing is that this film has a twist. And why I'm saying this is tricky is that if I didn't watch this film to the end, I feel like many people that are watching this will probably leave within the first hour because you already kind of think you know what the story is. You already kind of feel like, I don't see this story retire. Like, okay, so the film is marketed. I want to talk about, without giving spoilers, the film is marketed, and what we know is that it's a. I don't want to tell you that. Like, you know what? Check out the trailer. Let the film market itself for you. But just know that this film has a twist. And so the question for me now, having watched it, because when the film now, the twist came, I was like, oh, wait. Right? I was like, oh, wait. And then he started answering. I can't talk about it in the spoilers with you guys. He started answering questions and started making me go like, this is what I was saying. You know. And so the question becomes, was the journey worth it in the end? And that is up to you. I want to answer that question. You go and watch and come and tell me your thoughts. Because for me, shall I let me answer it for myself, is I think I I don't know. It's tricky because I feel like, so I have to think about this as a whole. The whole journey there, like this film is almost 2 hours, 1 hour 51 minutes. The first couple of parts, as I was telling you, I had too many criticisms. And if you just go by that, I don't know, I didn't really like love those parts. But then again, the end does corroborate that beginning. But if I'm trying to like zoom out and look at the whole thing as a whole, my experience from beginning to end, was it entirely a pleasurable experience? I won't say that, but the end does really pay off for the beginning. See, I don't want to tell you anything else by mistake. I don't want to give you spoilers. If you want to check out the film, check it out. It's on Ebony Life on Plus. Go and watch it and then come and tell me your thoughts. Watch it till the end if you're going to watch it so that we can gist. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. For those of us who have watched it, let's now finally talk with spoilers so I can give you my thoughts in full. Spoilers ahead. Let's go. Okay, now that we're in the spoiler section, let us talk. When this film starts, right, I am like, first thing, I'm like, this man doesn't feel rich to me. You know, even when it starts and her car is parked on the side of the road, this man says he's coming back from America today. This is like afternoon where we are. You're coming back from America today. You went to a meeting, a real estate meeting, kinikon. You're now driving, you're going to come and find Amala around here. You're now willing to like change the car in your outfit. Where's your driver? My first question was, where's your driver? One thing about rich people that I know, they love service work. They love service workers. They love to, delegate work. If you don't have to do it, they won't. So more as well, most rich people, they are drivers. When she even comes to his house and he's the one that cooked the food from scratch, where's your staff? Where's your house help? Why are you living alone? Like, you don't have friends that come over? Where's your family? Where are the people that are around? Your house is so always you. You don't have staff. You don't have anybody that helps you around. Your life feels too you, only you. For a man that is so rich, you don't have a driver, you don't have house help, you don't have family, you don't have, something is off. And so even when they were doing the sweeping romances, I was like, this man's lamba. Because when it starts off, right, and he's like, they're first talking, him and Omoni, when he starts talking his lines, right, because Dave is a sweet talker, especially at that beginning, sweet talking. At first, I'm like, I beg, this your talk is too unrealistic. I don't like it. It's too, not like unrealistic, but it's too much. Like every other word is lamba. And then I was like, but you know what? Maybe this is like a Cinderella story. Let's just get lost in the fantasy. But even the fantasy, I couldn't get lost because I was like, your own is too much. Like every other thing is lamba. You're also kind of like love bombing this woman in a way. Like when we find out in the film that it's only been 2 months when he proposes, I'm like, this whole thing now only 2 months. And then when the parents too are like, calm down, everybody's like, kind of wait. And she's like, no. I'm like, but 2 months, girl, that's kind of a red flag. Once we now see that Oga has a plan in motion, I say, hey, me now. And then from there, that's when I kind of like sat up and I said, wait, hold on, is this man like a con artist? Because it corroborates what I was saying, that the man, the lamba, the love bombing, the fact that he does not have a driver, no house help, nobody is really helping you. You are saying that you're rich, but what have you done that's really showing me rich? You're buying me coconut to drink water. You're making rice and turkey from hand. Is that how I would know you're rich? Do you know what I mean? Like, and where that rich day, even the ring right that she buys and she's like, oh, this must have cost a fortune. I'm like, but the higher ring, like, he didn't do anything to me that was like, I didn't really see that money real. And I was like, I feel like if Mina just kind of start a little bit longer, she would have probably seen it too. Because myself as a viewer, I'm like, huh? So when it now happens, right? She's bamboozled. I'm like, Kai. And isn't that life? Sometimes that's what desperation can do. That's what society and this pressure, because she really was feeling that pressure. She wants this thing, she wants this thing. She has said it like what she's manifesting. She wants an American man. And again, even she says it, like the gift of intuition, man. Because she's kind of saying it like when she first meets him that like I almost had this fear that like or feeling that like you just said my podcast and then you just came to come and be that thing. And at the end, she was right. That thing, that voice in you, that intuition, they listen to him. Sometimes you can see it even as a joke, but listen to that thing that you're saying. Even when she now starts going to meet the Williams, that's the counselor, I naturally, even on screen, feel more chemistry between Mina and Williams than I did Mina and Dave. For all of Dave's lamba and all of his love bombing and all of their love, I wasn't feeling that love part at all, which is what I was telling you guys about. That like for that first half, because this film, the revelation of his swindling kind of comes around 1 hour, 3 minutes, 1 hour, five, like it's over an hour into the film. So when I'm watching this over like hour long romance, at this point we're thinking it's a romance. I'm like, I don't really feel the romance. I don't feel the love. I have my things about this love stuff that I want to come and talk about in the spoiler section. So I'm not really loving that side. So when we now start seeing her and Williams, already the chemistry is flowing a lot better. Already the way that they are just feels naturally better. And I'm like, wow. So that's what I mean. Even now, I'm like, as a whole, I guess I ended up liking the film. But the 1 hour experience of just watching this romance that I don't really care for, and I was like, it's still like apparently like it was a very real thing that I didn't really like the beginning. But again, by the end, I know why I didn't like it because it was all fake. That's why it didn't feel real intentionally. Because at the end, the guy was a con artist. Do you get? So it's complicated. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting one. It's a very interesting one. So I don't even know now. Like, if you're the one, would you recommend this film for someone to watch? I don't know because I would recommend it, but I would say you have to finish it till the end because if you don't tell them that they might really go like they might just leave it to me in like 20 minutes. I genuinely feel like many people will leave it to them after 20, 30 minutes. I genuinely do. And they will just think, oh, another romantic film, rich man, driver, we don't tire. But it's not that at the end. And then when it talks about social media, because what they are saying, the headlines are true, that they are writing at the end, that when she was single and bitter, they drag her, say, make she go find man. Now, when the man does swindle her, they're still dragging her. Like, there is nothing that you would do that the social media will ever be on your side or society will ever be on your side. So the message of this is clear. Like, open your eyes. Don't let desperation, regardless of age, get you to stop seeing the red flags. Get you to stop looking, opening your eyes to ask questions. Do you know what I mean? Ah, no, this was no, that was. I think I actually liked it at the end. I'm not sitting with it at the ending. I think I did like it because I've really been in my head ping ponging. Like, did I know? What would I say? I liked the ending. I liked it at the ending. I would say I like this at the ending. If you've watched this film, I'm very curious to know what you think about it. Please let me know in the comment section. I'm so curious to know what you think about it. Also, if you've watched this whole video and you have no idea who I am, my name is VDK. I'm the curator of the VDK Film Club where every other day we watch something new and we just about it like we've done this one. All right. Until the next film that I watch and the next video that I make, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.